So hi, my name is Harish, and the topic which I'm going to talk about today is gold price fluctuation and its impact on the Indian economy. Indians, as you know, are basically hungry for gold, whether it's for investment, gifts, as tribute to deities, weddings, or any festive occasion. Gold is an important part of the equation. Gold is considered to be a symbol of prosperity, good fortune, and has an inherent value in terms of purity and wealth. According to the reports, people in India hold more gold than any other population in the world. While the reasons for this are many, the fact remains that Indians buy and hold gold as a cultural norm. This insatiable hunger for gold has resulted in India's gold imports, constituting a massive 12.5% of its total imports in the year 2012 to 2013, which is a whopping $61,409 million. In 2012, the total production in the world stood at 4,130 tons, and India imported 26.12% of it, which is nearly 1,180 tons of gold, which is nearly one-fourth of the world's total gold production. So everything looks great, doesn't it? So where is really the problem? The main problem with this is that lies with respect to the CAD, which is the current account deficit. Our country's exports must be more than its imports to maintain a favorable balance and grow the per capita income of the country. Experts and analysts and the RBI say that we can sustain only with the maximum consistent deficit of up to 2.5%, but as of December 2012, we have a current account deficit of 6.7%. As the current account deficit worsens, the RBI has to buy up excess rupees with forex reserves in order to stabilize the exchange rate. This leads to a fall in the forex reserves of the RBI and can lead to balance of payment crisis. Gold also affects the Indian economy because it is a non-productive asset. As a commodity, gold does not add any real value to the productive capacity of the economy. Most of the gold that's purchased in India is stashed away in lockers and safe boxes or gets converted into jewelry. Those who hold gold are just waiting for it to appreciate so that they can see some income and no returns on the investment, or just hold it even after it appreciates to increase their personal wealth. People buying gold do so without keeping in mind the macroeconomic ramification and the damages that they are actually causing to the country's economy. But they also obviously can't stop buying gold due to the lack of an alternative, like a known alternative investment medium that has the same benefits as gold. There is also other form. There's also an inborn sense of trust in the value of gold, in that it will always hold some value, even if all other forms of it, like fiat currency or the bank balances are somehow devalued or inflated for whatever reason. Acts as simple as purchasing gold as an investment affects the condition of the economy, as at least 1 million other Indians are purchasing gold on the same day for the same reason somewhere else in India. So what are the basic reasons, like apart from the gold being a cultural norm, why are people so much crazy about gold? If you see, traditionally Indians always have an affinity towards, they normally always had an affinity towards gold jewelry, and they still have. In the recent years, people have started moving actually from the concept of gold consumption, like buying for jewelry, towards gold investment, buying for future benefits. It is said that gold has been purchased more due to the high returns it offers, but if we compare the returns between the period of April 2003 and March 2013, rupees 1000 investment would have given rupees 5267 in gold, rupees 6158 in Sensex, and rupees 5746 in Nifty. Like a bank deposit at 8% would have given rupees 2337. So comparatively, stock market has given more benefits. But still, though stock markets have given better returns, gold wins in terms of the consistency. If we draw a graph between stock and gold, the growth of gold will be more linear, and stock market would be filled with crests and troughs. So gold is considered more liquid compared to real estate. It also doesn't require huge investments basically, and typically it is said like peasants, like the poor people, are the largest consumers of gold. It protects them from inflation. It is said to be the best hedge from uncertainties. Also, it has been found that for every 1% increase in the income, gold consumption increases by 1.5%. So far, we have discussed about all the issues and the reason for gold being such a valuable asset for the Indian people. Let's now see like the ways in which this problem can be tackled. Okay, so the past measures and the future measures that could be taken in order to address this gold fluctuation issue and its effect on the Indian economy. So starting with, to counter this, RBI had already implemented an 80-20 system wherein 80% of the imports would be used to satisfy domestic demand and 20% would have to be re-exported after value addition by turning the gold bricks into jewelry. In 2011 to 2012, around 56% of all the gold that was being imported came through banks who sold it to the public in form of gold coins. This in 2013, the finance ministry banned banks from selling gold coins in an effort to control the expanding current account deficit. Also, the government is raising the import duty to combat the rising import rates of the gold. Between January 2012 and 2013, the import duty has been raised like 5 times, from 1% to 10%. This move has been mimicked by Sri Lanka as well in an attempt to curb gold smuggling. Among India's 3 primary imports, which are the crude oil, cooking oil, and gold, only the first 2 are vital necessities. They are like, so India is actually trying to compensate for the imports on gold through investing in crude oil and other cooking oil. Apart from these past measures that have already been taken, the government can also look for other future options, in order to address this issue. There are small things the government can do to decrease the damage dealt by the massive amounts of gold being imported. One of these is to reduce the amount of non-essential imports, like spectacles, which account for nearly 336 crores, dolls around 431 crores, cosmetics around 2,713 crores, etc. So educating the unemployed masses in the production of these items can massively reduce the dependency on importing them, tilting the international trade scales in our favor, while consequently creating employment and even help boost exports. So the next essential and most important measure would be to create awareness among the Indian youths. The possible future measures to control this issue would be to educate the youth about investing in other mediums apart from gold that will offer them excellent returns, or at least similar returns on the investments, so that, and also the awareness that by doing this they'll also be saving the Indian economy as a byproduct. So combined with the past measures which have already been taken, these additional suggested 2 measures, if implemented, can really help in addressing this issue. So thank you.